Hello everyone. We are back to another topic, multiplying signed numbers. Yeah. First, we saw in one of our previous video that multiplying positive numbers is another way of repeating addition, right? So if I say 2 times 3 is equal to adding 3 by itself 2 times, right? Which is 6. We use the same procedure to multiply a negative number by a positive number. So if I say 2 times negative 3, my 2 is positive, my negative 3 is negative. So they are two numbers with opposite sign. In that case, I use the same addition method and I will have negative 3 plus negative 3, which is equal to negative 6, right? Note that multiplication being commutative, negative 3 times 2 is also equal to 2 times negative 3, therefore equal to negative 6. So we can conclude that the product of two numbers having opposite sign gives a negative result. There are two numbers with opposite sign and the result is negative. I'm going to repeat this again. The product of two numbers having opposite sign always gives a negative result, right? Good. If we move to multiplying or finding the product of two negative numbers, then the rule changes. In that case, the result when multiplying two negative numbers is always positive. So when I multiply two negative numbers, the result will always be positive. Example, negative 3 times negative 2, the result will give me positive 6, right? This first number is negative, this second number is negative, but the result is positive. If I say negative 4 times negative 5, the result should give me 20, positive 20, right? Both are negative, multiplying them gives me a positive number. So based on what we did so far, we can say this: multiplying two numbers, keep this in mind, not more than two numbers, exactly two numbers. Multiplying two numbers of the same sign always returns a positive result. So if I have a number A which is negative and I multiply it with a number B which is negative, it will always give me a positive result. And if I have a number A which is positive multiplied by a number B which is also positive, it will always give me a positive result. The second part is this: multiplying two numbers of opposite sign returns a negative result. So if I have a negative number multiplying a positive number, it will return a negative result. Same thing here, if I have a positive number multiplying a negative number, it will also return a negative result. Okay, now what happens if we have more than two numbers with different signs? Okay, now we go in one direction, left to right. We take the result from multiplying the first two numbers, and we multiply it with the following numbers. We repeat the same thing until we get a final answer. I said it, but let's practice it. If I have negative 3 times 3 times 2 times negative 1. In this case, I have more than two numbers that are multiplying each other, right? So what I said is you first do the multiplication of the first two numbers. In this case, negative 3 times 3. That will give you negative 9. So the result, negative 9, you take it and you multiply with the next number times 2. So negative 9 times 2 will give you negative 18. And you do the same thing with the following number, negative 18 times negative 1. So in this case, we have negative and negative. So you have 18 with plus sign, or without any sign, still mean positive number. Let me rewrite it, or let me redo it. Negative 3 times 2, times 3 times 2 times negative 1. I will do negative 3 times 3. That will give me negative 9. The best way is just rewrite the following times 2 times negative 1. I'll do these two. I have negative 18 times negative 1. So I end up having two numbers with the same sign. So I'll multiply them, have 18. Because they are same sign multiplying each other, the result is positive. So I can put a plus or just leave it without any sign. Still the same thing. This is my final answer. Another multiplication set will look like this. A as a number, parenthesis, B as a number, and C as a number, right? This means A is multiplying B and C, and the result should give me A times B plus A times C. This A is multiplying everything inside the parentheses. So A times B is right there. I can write it as AB. And A times C, I can write it like AC. A, B, and C can be any sign. They can be positive, they can be negative, and their sign will affect their operations right here. Okay, and all what we are saying also apply when we are using multi-digit numbers. So if I have 13 times 12, they are both positive number. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 1 is 1. Here I add them. I have 6, I have 5, and I have 1. I will look back to my first two numbers. Here they are all positive, so my result here should be positive as well, right? Okay, if I use 13 times negative 12, I will be having the same thing. 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 1, 2, 1 times 3, 3, 1 times 1, 1, I will be adding them. I will be having the same number from 156. But in this case, one of these two numbers is negative, right? They are opposite signs. So my result should give me negative. Third case, have negative 13 times negative 12. Same thing, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 1, 2, 1 times 3, 3, 1 times 1, 1. Adding them will give me 6, 5, 1. But in this case, they are both negative. These two numbers are negative, and that will affect my result. My result will become positive, right? Look at this. Do you want me to add fourth case? Okay, I will do this negative 13. First of all, I did negative 12 only, so now I'm doing negative 13 times 12. I just move my negative sign up. 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 2, 2, 1 times 13 is 13. Perform my addition 6, 5, 1, and as well, since one of them is negative, or I can better say since there are two numbers with opposite sign, the result should give me negative. Alright, so these are the four cases that we can have. Okay, I think we should stop here for now, but before you go, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, activate the bell, and I see you soon. Come back. I see you soon.